So the sewing tomato tells us we need 3 threads, dark brown, white and red, and the following felts. We also need a bunch of golden seed beads. Now preparing a template, we need to set our compass to 4 centimeters to make a circle with radius of 4 centimeters. Then take your ruler and pencil and push a line through right the center to make 2 semicircles. Next you want to get your ruler again and make a line 1 centimeter away from this center line. This makes a curved, slightly bigger than a semicircle template piece in which we'll be cutting out and using. We'll be using the bigger half. We need to cut out 2 of these from the dark brown felt. Then we need to cut a 12 by 15 centimeter rectangle from the dark brown felt. Here I'm using a rotary fabric cutter to make life easier, but you can just use regular scissors. This is what we need it for. We'll make the curved part of the chocolate log. Next you want to get a card template that's 11 by 7 centimeters and a felt piece slightly bigger at 12 by 8 centimeters. These are the brown pieces you'll be needing, plus the template which will be inside the felt creation. Now we're going to join the half circle to the larger rectangle. We're going to do this using a blanket stitch. If you'd like a more detailed version on how to do the blanket stitch, make sure to click over here in the top left hand corner and it'll take you to my Felt Basics tutorial video. Eventually you'll get something all the way around that looks like this. You'll notice some excess felt, but we won't cut it off just yet until we do the other side. Here I've done both sides, so now I can cut off that excess felt. The reason why there's excess is that the blanket stitch tends to gather the felt in a strange way, so then it might not be so aligned anymore. But as long as you can cut it off to make it nice and straight, it's alright. Now we're going to put the bottom onto the bottom of the chocolate log, doing the same blanket stitch. And then we can go ahead and start our blanket stitch on one of the sides, any of the sides really. As you can see in the video, I'm hooking that loop, which makes the blanket stitch the blanket stitch. Now I've gone on all 3 sides and I haven't done this side yet because I need to slip in my 11 centimeter by 7 centimeter template. So in that goes. This will make the bottom of the log sturdy so that the felt food creation can stand nicely. It gives it a nice flat bottom. Now we can go ahead and close up that edge. However, you want to make sure firstly not to nick any of the cardboard, nor do you want to completely seal off that edge because we need to put some stuffing in. So go about halfway with your blanket stitch. As shown in the video here, I'm just turning a corner in my blanket stitch, and all you do is do a couple of overcast stitches until you get to the other side. Then you can go ahead and continue your blanket stitch. Now you'll notice here that my thread was already hanging off the piece because you don't need to tie off your piece of thread every time you start a new side of the felt creation. You can just turn a corner like I did before. Now here I've left a space about 5 centimeters long, enough to comfortably put my fingers through and stuff the felt piece. Once it's nice and puffy, you can decide how puffy you want yours to be. You can pick up your needle and thread again and continue that blanket stitch. It's as simple as that. Then soon enough you'll be finished. You might need to squish your felt chocolate log around a bit to make it a little more shaped. Now we're going to make some icing. So what you'll need to do is you'll grab some white felt and we're going to cut out a large rectangle of about 11 centimeters by 20 centimeters. Then we're going to do this funky accordion style folding. just like this. It's really simple. Once you're done making all your folds, you get something like this, which we'll want to put onto our chocolate log now. So in order to sew it together, you want to grab a small bulldog clip to keep your accordion folds together. Then grabbing your thread, all you need to do is go through each fold individually, as shown in the video, or at least in the beginning. Then once you get it sort of tacked together, you can start going through multiple folds at one time. Basically, you want to try and also make this felt piece look as natural as possible. It's quite hard to do because they're quite even folds, but by making it natural, all you can do is intentionally add in a few creases here and there throughout the accordion fold cream felt white piece. And eventually you'll get something that kind of looks like this. And once you're done and happy with your cream, grab your chocolate log and we'll tack it to our chocolate log. This can be done quite simply, so grab your needle and white thread, and all you need to do is grab a little bit of white felt, then grab a little bit of brown felt in the same stitch, then pull through your needle and thread, creating a nice secure stitch. Do this all around the white felt and brown felt to get something nice and secure like this. Now moving on to our next topping, strawberries. We'll need to get some card and make a quadrant of a circle with a radius of 5 centimeters. Then you want to have 6 strawberry coverings, so grab your red felt and create 6 of these quadrants. Now we're going to put the seeds onto the strawberry quadrant piece. So grabbing a very thin needle, thin enough to put a seed through, do this process. You want to make a stitch upwards, grab a seed bead, and then make a stitch and pull that seed bead to the felt piece. Let's look at that again. Remember, you'll need a thin needle that goes through the hole of your seed bead. You'll want to do about 6 to 8 beads from each piece. Now these are the pieces you'll need to make one strawberry heart. That little white bit goes on top of the pink bit to make the cut side of the strawberry. So let's look at how we're going to make that. First, you'll need to tack the white inner strawberry piece to the larger pink strawberry piece by doing a very simple overcast stitch. Then we want to put some strawberry detail, and this one running stitch here that I'm doing is simply an aesthetic element and doesn't have much of a functionality to it. You'll want to go ahead and do this all the way around your white strawberry piece to attach it nice and securely to the pink strawberry piece, and then you can do the little single running stitch to make that felt strawberry just look a little bit more realistic. Then you'll want to grab another needle with red thread, and we're going to attach the inner strawberry piece to the outer red strawberry piece. To do this, we're doing a simple overcast stitch, which is kind of like a blanket stitch without the ridging. As you can see here, we're attaching the longer sides of the pink strawberry piece to the straight sides of the red quadrant piece. Also, the pieces are put together where you can see the seeds on the outer side of the red piece. And now we're going to put a running stitch across the arc side of the strawberry. Then stuff it with polyester toy filling. Once we do this, we can pull the thread and gather that side that we did the running stitch on. Then you can grab your thread and sew that hole closed so that you get a nice puffy strawberry. Do this with all your 6 strawberry pieces so that you get 6 strawberry halves. And the way you attach it to the chocolate log is kind of the same way we attach the cream to the chocolate log, grabbing a little bit of each kind of felt and securing that strawberry nice and well. Once you've attached all your 6 strawberries, here I've put them in alternating directions. We'll have something nice and yummy looking like this delicious chocolate log here.